Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Ken, and it has been a hot minute since I've recorded anything here in the studio. It's mainly been flight footage out there when I've been able to fly. Lockdown killed the momentum, mate. Just killed the momentum. Anyway, I hope you're doing well and your family's good and that you're half vaccinated and ready to go out and rip some stuff. Today I have a little throwback to a few years ago. I'll tell the story from the beginning. So here in the UK we had an electronic shop called Maplin, which sold all sorts of goodies and electronic components, just a bit like Radio Shack in the States. And they went into struggling times and closed down. So when that happened, somebody must have bought all of their inventory, and all of a sudden a huge lot of DJI dummy gear, so basically just the empty shell, they were all put on eBay, and I managed to get myself a couple Phantom 3 Pro dummy units, which came in the original box with a controller and a gimbal and all of the stuff, but there's just no electronics inside. It's just empty. But it turned out that the motors were obviously real motors, and they just had the wires cut, so I managed to solder on some extra wires, and I turned this little guy into what we call a sleeper. So it is an FPV drone. It's got a little camera there, it's got VTX inside, and a racing flight controller. So this can do all the flippy floppies, just like a normal 5-inch racer or whatever. And it is quite fun to fly. Especially because this thing is designed for 3S, and I run it on 4S. So it is quite spunky and very, very cool to fly. So what I want to do today is sort of take it apart and redo some of the stuff which was done really quickly and crudely. So I want to fix it up and make it a little bit more flight worthy, and then maybe, since I have two of them, I'll crash one of these straight into a concrete wall so you can see what happens when DJI Phantom 3 hits a wall at 60 miles an hour. So I'm gonna go take it apart on the bench, and we're going to take it from there. So enjoy this little montage of me stripping this thing apart, and we'll come back when I've got something interesting to say. So as you can see, it was put together pretty crudely, and everything is like vibrating inside, and I just, you know, stuck this stuff down with tiny little bit of double-sided tape, and it obviously came loose when I was unplugging the battery, and then it just flew crazy. But you can see, you know, there's a couple of different ESC models in here. They're all 20 amp, so it's fine. It works anyway. That's good enough for what it's, for the purpose it serves. The VTX is a Maytech with a linear antenna on it. Yeah, it just plugs straight into the camera, and I just tucked it in there. Yeah, so the camera is a little cheap Speedy B, and I just hot glued it to the case. That is more than enough. It's got a nice little angle on it. You can see the props flying around in front of you, but it doesn't matter. It's, you know, it's a little toy, and I just want to play with it. Smash it against the wall. So what I want to do is just you know, secure stuff down a little bit. It's cool because I can actually secure the ESCs down with some double-sided tape onto these arms over here where the LEDs used to be, and I'm gonna change this double-sided tape that's on here for a little bit more double-sided tape that sticks better, and I'll then just put some zip ties through the stack and secure that down. So that's what we're gonna do. So I have my double-sided tape over here. Just gonna literally be generous. Let's just move this out of the way for a little bit. I'm just gonna be generous, and I'm gonna just cut some copious amount of tape. So I need 4 ESCs, 1, 2, 3, 4 ESCs, and I'll do 2 strips for the flight controller. And that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So let's just set all these aside, ready for sticky time. Drop down in the comments what you think of this. If you think that it's a bit of a sellout, or just purely like a gimmick that was fun 3 or 4 years ago but has no place in the scene today. I hope that's not the case. I hope you're just like me and like to tinker with stuff and see what makes it tick. So yeah, just pop that on there. Might cut some of this in half. Just split it in half, like so. Oh God, that was a nice job, wasn't it? Kenny boy, what are you doing, mate? Whatever. I am doing whatever. I can just go on there like that. Let's not overlap it, because then it won't seal down properly. Come on, get in there. There you go. Now the challenge is going to be removing the red bit, because this tape is not original 3M style and is pretty hard to get this red stuff off. So I like to stretch the transparent bit, hold that down, there you go, stretch the transparent bit, move it out of the way, hold it down, there you go. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to use a little bit of this super glue activator for plastics, and that will react with the tape and stick it down. So let's go ahead. So it's got the screws, and you can see I've actually cut a bit of the frame over here so that the screw for the stack will sit over there, and it will be as centered as possible in the frame. It's not the most stable, but I think it will do for now. Oh, that's stuck down lovely. Nice and straight. Just give it a lot of pressure there. Sticky, sticky boy. Now here's a little bit of broken plastic, so I'm going to have to fix that. Just use the super glue activator, and then come back with a fresh bottle and just put one big ass drop in there. So that is done. That is nice and done. I do want to do one thing which I want to show you. So where is it? This one. I'd already removed some of the screws because I hit a pole the other day, and I want to see what the grinding noises are. Those grinding noises, you hear them? Lovely. Let's see if I can get this clip out. Just want to remove I don't know if this clipper is going to come out. I don't have a clip remover. Oh, there you go. Darn it. Let's change to the other pointy ones. There you go, got it. Okay. Oh gosh. Let's put a screw in. Put the pliers in. Oh wow. Huh. Okay. There's like a brass bushing in here. Oh, it's press fit onto the shaft. Oh wow. Okay. That's not coming apart. So what is causing... I can feel it. and I rotate. Can't see anything. Okay, whatever. Let's put this clip back and forget about it. If it dies, it dies. If it flies, it flies. Good thing putting these clips back in is easier than taking them out. Yeah. Whatever. Back on it goes. It's one of those moments where I say idgaff. You know what idgaff means? I hope you do. So we're going to have 4 screws that are the same. And they're the nice big ones. I put them separately here. 1, 2, 3. And they go in with the 2mm driver. There's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Okay. Now back to the ESCs. So should I stick them down? Or should I just find... Yeah, I want to... Are they going to stick though? They're probably not going to stick. So let me grab... Hopefully I have some foam. Yeah, sorry about that. I have some foam here. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut up some chunks of this stuff and squish the ESC down with it. Let's see what it looks like on the top. I just don't want it to vibrate in there and cause oscillations and weird stuff, because that would just throw it out of whack, you know. Let's get a zip tie around this flat controller. So maybe I'll need two of these small ones. I'm just gonna stick it through. I don't think there's anything in between there apart from the cable, the ESC cables, which are in a really weird order because it was done very hastily back in the day. move the VTX out. Pull the zip tie up, like so. Stick the second zip tie in. And push that one underneath all the white plastic. And then sort of fish it out in between these wires. And come on. Stick it on there. And pull. It's just so that it doesn't go anywhere. And just to persuade the tape to not leave its habitat. Now, where are my flush cutters? There they are. Just cut that out. Cut that out. I need to secure the VTX. So for that, I am going to go get my electricity supply. Of something that is pretty similar to hot snot, aka hot glue. Oh, run out of gas, have I? Not to worry. So we use a blue flame to heat up the plastic so that it doesn't go all black and whatnot. And we do this slowly so that the heat penetrates all the way through the hot glue snot glue. This is like a thermoplastic that you can use for modeling. You heat it up in boiling water and you can model stuff with it. I use it for this. I use it just as if it is hot snot. Could have probably done it the other way around, so it's onto the shielding, and then this antenna can just go in there like so. In there, go down. Ah, there you go. And now let's just straighten this out and hold it there until this glue cools down. Do I have enough cable to go a bit further down? Yeah. That way it won't interfere with the camera. Alright. Like such. Okay, so off camera I went ahead and kind of got some of this double-sided tape and to stick these ESCs down, but you know, it's not really working, so I'm gonna go and use my little shock absorbers here to hold them down when I put the top case on, Now, what I want to do is just to plug it into Beta Flight, because I need to change the setting. I think this is running 3.1.7. I'm not entirely sure. So watch this. This is pretty interesting. I'm going to flick to my main monitor so I can show you Beta Flight. Boom! Woo! Infinity and beyond. It's pretty cool. Anyway. So, slab, USB to UART. That must be it. Connect. I love Macs because you don't have to worry about drivers on these older boards. Yeah, so I think this is like an SPF F3 racing thingy. Let's calibrate it. Okay, that's lovely. I want to go into receiver. No, sorry, modes. And I've got the arm switches in the right place. aux 2. I need to change this, I think, to aux 3. So I've got acro, angle, aux 3. I'm going to save that. I'm just going to grab my controller quickly. Oh dear. Let's get the controller.
Welcome to OpenTX.
And select the model.
Flight mode acro.
Which I have no idea which one it is. Huh, I've actually renamed it, so I do know which one it is. Cool. Now, I need a battery. Battery. I am going to use a 3S. Let's just check if nothing should be shorting out. That is lovely. Let's just see if I've got the modes in the right place.
Flight mode normal. Flight mode acro. Flight mode normal.
No, I don't. So let's do auto.
Flight mode acro. Flight mode normal.
Am I getting receiver?
Flight mode speed. Flight mode acro.
No. Oh, of course I unplugged my receiver earlier on. Let's do a restart, shall we? Now, hopefully my serial port on the Mac hasn't frozen, because I didn't disconnect. Ah, perfect. Lovely. Right, so let's try that again. Yeah, they initialize at different times because they're different models. So let's go ahead to the modes tab.
Flight mode normal. Flight mode acro.
And I still don't have a receiver. Why? Which model is it? Model select. Is it the juice?
Flight mode acro. Throttle warning.
There you go.
Gear up.
So that's the right one. Auxiliary 3. Yes, that's what I thought it would be. So aux 3.
Flight mode acro. Flight mode speed. Flight mode normal. Gear up. Gear up.
So that's that. Now I want to add the. Well, do I need the buzzer? Do I need air mode? That's on aux 2. That's that one. Okay. That's interesting. We don't need this. Let's go to configuration. Air mode. Okay, so there's no air mode here. I do need that, so let's change that one, the air mode, to auxiliary 3 as well. That way, when I am in horizon, yeah, so when I'm acro, I've got air mode, and when I'm in horizon, I've got air mode. But if I switch to stabilized mode, to angle mode, it turns air mode off. It might work. Do I need turtle mode? Do I even have turtle mode on this version? No, turtle mode's way more recent than this. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm running Betaflight 3.4.0. So yeah, I don't have any dynamic filters or anything like that. So I'm running one shot 125. Yeah, okay. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and... I didn't save any of this stuff, did I? No. So aux 3, save, and that now allows it to arm. That's cool. Why did... I wouldn't have thought that it would let me disarm. It would let me arm it. But anyway, watch this. It's so flimsy that when I arm it with the gyro on, let's do that again. It just goes mental, watch. Because it's so flimsy, it just vibrates everywhere. Yeah, it causes it to go crazy. But when the case is on, it's quite stiff. So I'm happy with that. I don't have OSD, I don't have anything else, I don't need anything else. PIDs, I think I'm just running default PIDs on this. I'm on profile 3, wow. I don't think I should be on profile 3, it's all the same anyway. Rate settings, 658. I'm going to put this up to 75, 787. I'm going to give it a little bit of expo. I think I use 25 expo normally. That's cool. RC rate, that can stay. TPA, that's all good. That's fine. Save. I'll give it a little bit of expo on the yaw. Save. Right. Okay. PIDs. 46, 50, 65. That's, you know, this is pretty good. I can take my laptop and do stuff in the field. Filters, that's default. I'm not going to mess with that because it was flying okay. And that's about it, really. Battery, there's nothing, no current or monitor or anything like that. I use a little battery plug into my balance lead, a battery meter with an alarm. iBus, yes. That doesn't really matter. Telemetry, dynamic filters, okay, I got that. Don't need OSD because I ain't got none of that. I'm happy with this beacon tone. Oh yeah, we can do this. Arc set, save and reboot, modes, and that is on auxiliary 4. Modes. Oi. Mode. Where's the beeper? Acro trainer. Beeper. Add range. Auxiliary 4 high. And that should be it. Let's just confirm. I have it on a momentary switch, that's fine. We don't have turtle mode on this, so yeah, good. That is done. Just and remove the battery. So my VTX is working, I can see the light. My receiver is good, my modes are okay, everything's fine. Now it's time to put this little bad boy back together. So you can see on here I've actually drilled a hole where the USB goes. Let me just flick the camera back to the normal stuff. So yeah, I've drilled a little hole there so I can like push my USB through in the field. And then to put this on, I just have to gently, slowly but surely, find the camera position. And ooh, in goes the camera. Okay. Now let's put our little cushions in. Stay down. Another cushion, another cushion, another cushion, another cushion. We don't want any of the stuff rattling when we're flying. It's just, the cable's just barely long enough. Oh. Okay, all 4 cushions are in place. And now we can just go clack, 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 clack. And these we got it. There you go. Some of these clips don't want to go into their original position anymore, so I have to persuade them. And there you go. That one's in. See, these ones aren't in. That's it. Okay, so all the clips are in place. Now all I have to do is tighten up all these screws, which I'm not going to make you waste time with, so I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, so we're almost done. Just got to tighten these last 4 tiny screws in the end of the arms, and then I'll show you what happens when we plug it in with the casing complete. So that's that. Let's get the LiPo, plug it in, and it behaves properly. As you can see, it is now a stable drone. Love it. It is perfect. So all I have to do now is one last thing, which I want to do is I want to slightly strengthen these tabs on this back battery, on the battery case, which I've salvaged obviously from the original one. I just want to heat this up and bend this out a little bit so it has a little bit more strength and it doesn't pop out on us anymore. Come on. Outward, not inward. Come on. Let that cool off. Yeah, so this DJI plastic is so flimsy that this thing is gonna dismantle itself when it hits that wall. I have no doubts about that. And then I'll build my second one. Now there's an interesting thing, maybe somebody can answer this in the comments. When I plug it in and cycle the power and arm it and disarm it, all of the motors spin freely. Yeah, all three of them spin freely, but one doesn't. It acts like it's got a short, and then after a while it goes back to normal again. So why is this one maintaining, like, it's almost like the capacitors on the ESC have power and it's just causing it to short, or maybe one of the FETs sits off in a short mode and shorts the three wires of the motor out for a while, but why does it go back to normal after a bit? Is that capacity discharge? If you know the answer, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know in the comments down below. So I will probably go out and fly this the next outing and add a little bit of footage here at the end of it flying in its current state. I don't want to put old footage in there from last week, but we'll see how it goes. So with that said, there's the Phantom Sleeper revival. I'm going to take it out in the field, and then once I get a nice gang together, probably next time we go down to the quarry where there's the concrete structure, I will smash this thing against the wall. Let me know in the comments. You can use the dislike button if you do not want me to smash it against the wall, and use the like button if you do want me to smash it against the wall and film it from like 5 or 6 different angles in slow-mo, so you can see the aftermath and a little bit of a sleeper explosion. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do the thing, hit the dislike button if you don't want me to smash it against the wall, and do all the things and go out and fly, rip those packs, and smash some quads. See you next time.